Hey everyone, welcome back to Code the Row. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace the vehicle asset using the new vehicle template introduced in Unreal Engine 5.6. And I'm going to be showing you how to replace it with the Synty Polygon Pro Racer pack. So if you do decide to get this pack, feel free to use my affiliate link in the description below. This does support me, so feel free to check it out. It's a really cool pack, really cool vehicles, and perfect timing to create a racing game using Synty assets because their assets are just so beautiful, low poly. And let's go ahead and get started. And also, these are also modular, so if you do plan to have your vehicles break apart while crashing or anything, these come in all sorts of pieces, comes with wheels separated, bumpers, glass, and so on. Let's go ahead and check it out. So the first thing you want to do is actually just go ahead and download this Pro Racer pack. It'll introduce you to this level like so. So you can see a very nice template of this gas station, racetrack with all these cars and props and so on. Overall, really cool. And you also have these little animated audience, which is super, super cool. Love this. Love how it looks. It's actually really nice and a very, very nice racetrack that you can just simply change pretty easily on the template. And then you're going to want to go to Epic Games, go to Library, and then just launch a 5.6 project. And then under Games, I'm going to go ahead and select the vehicle template. And I'll just leave it as so, Blueprint, Desktop, Maximum. In the variant, I'll just do a time trial for now. And I'll just call this something like Synty Racer. And I'll go ahead and hit Create to actually create this project. And now this just launched. And now what I'm going to do is right click Content and go ahead and click Show in Explorer. And I'm just going to go ahead and click up here and hit Control C to copy this file path. And I'll go ahead and X out of that. Don't need that right now. And now I need to go back to my Synty project. I need to go back to my Polygon Pro Racer and then right click Content. And then I'm going to look for Migrate. So there's a Migrate button right here. This will just import all the assets to my other project. I'm going to go ahead and just click OK, like so. And then I'm going to paste that file and click Enter. And now it's going to take me to the content folder of the other project that I have open. I'll hit select to start migrating everything. And now I'll go ahead back into my Synty Racer project. And you'll see over here that I have this new Synty folder and then the Polygon Pro Racer. And it says models. Let me just zoom in for you just so it's easier to see. And it's still importing. As you can see, the environment folder just popped up. So let me go ahead and give that a second. And now it's all done. So if I go ahead into my vehicles asset, you're going to see a ton and ton of modular assets. So for example, I have this vehicle prop, this taxi, and so on. And then also like this food truck, which looks very cozy to me. This one doesn't have wheels on it. Neither does this one, but it does come with the wheels separately, which is exactly what we're looking for. It comes with the steering wheel separately, the windows as well. So you can really customize it how you want. The door isn't attached either, just so when you do collide with other stuff, you can set it so that certain parts of your objects fall out, and just makes it a lot more realistic and a lot more polished. Now I'm gonna head over to the vehicle template, and then I'm gonna look for blueprints. And in blueprints, we already have this BP underscore P underscore vehicle. And this doesn't have a mesh on it because this is actually the root of how the vehicle itself works. So if you head over to the viewport, there's no mesh. You can just see the cameras, but the mesh slot is pretty empty. And we're actually going to find the children related to this, or the sports car that this project uses by default. So by default, if I hit play, you'll see this orange sports car, and this is kind of what we're looking for to replace with our Synty assets. So I'll just head over to blueprints, and then I'm going to look for a sports car. And then there's this BP underscore P underscore sports car. So what I'm going to do is just right click, and let's just go ahead and actually duplicate this asset using Control D. And let me just call this BP underscore food truck. And now all I need to do is just double click into this, and you're going to see a bunch of meshes on the left over here in the components tab. And on the top right, you'll see the parent class is the BPP vehicle, which is this one we were looking at that shows how to actually, how the car should actually work, the movement component, the steering and throttling, and so on. So if you want to make adjustments, it would be here, but it would apply to all the child that are made from this blueprint. So let's go ahead and just select this mesh. So this mesh itself is actually just the SKM underscore sports car, but we're actually looking for the chassis main. This chassis is this part over here. that I can easily just replace. And thanks to Synty that makes it all modular for us, I can just go ahead and look for the Food Truck O2, which is the one that I was using. And you can do this with any. It doesn't have to be Food Truck O2. So let me actually go ahead and see. So this one's just called Food Truck O2, like so. And now you're going to see that this itself looks pretty nice. So this looks pretty good. Center it as you will. My camera's a little weird right now. So what I need to do is actually just look for that spring arm and let's see. So I'll select the spring arm. I'm going to change the length to something like 600. The socket offset will be 150 to rise it a bit. And I think this one looks pretty good. And for the front spring arm, I don't need to change that just yet, but I'll go ahead and actually change that in a little bit once we test that out. And now I actually want to change the wheel. So I'm going to select all 4 wheels and I actually need to get the name of the wheel. So in order to do that, I'm just going to click on this chassis main, look for this static mesh in the content browser. And this wheel, there are multiple types. So it says like forward wheel, front left, front right, rear left, and rear right. So I'm just actually going to pick one because it looks great. So I'll pick this one, the rear left for all of them. And then I will just select all 4 of these and I'll just paste in that name and it'll change all at once like so. So this looks pretty cool to me. It's looking really good, but you're going to notice that as soon as I hit compile and play with this BP underscore food truck, our vehicle is actually going to fly off the wall and go crazy. So let me actually show you how that. So I'm going to go ahead and click play. So I start going everywhere, even though I'm like, what the heck? All I did was replace the wheels. At least my wheels are moving and it just respawned me because I guess I went so far off the map. You can see that when I hold my W key, my back wheels are moving, but my front wheels are not. It's really hard to control like this, so you probably don't want to make a racing game like that unless you're in space. But let's go ahead and actually fix the issue. And this issue is related to the collisions itself. So when I go back to my BP food truck, I'm going to go ahead and select one of the wheels. And now up here in 5.6, you'll see this I tab. And we just want to reveal the simple collisions and the complex collisions. So all we want on this model is the complex collisions. So all I need to do is just head over to this collisions up here and remove the collisions. And you'll see that the simple collisions went away. So I'm just going to hit save. And if you're doing multiple types of wheels or multiple designs, make sure you do it for all of them. And then I just want to do the same thing for my chassis. So I'm going to go ahead and select my chassis, double click to open up this static mesh, and then let's click the I to see the complex collision. So the complex collision outlines the vehicle for exactly what it is. And that's exactly what we're looking for. We don't want our collisions colliding with each other or bumping into each other, which is why our vehicle was flying around in the first place. Look at the simple collision. This is going through the wheel because our wheel's here. So all 4 wheels are kind of rubber banding or bouncing into this collision at the start, as well as everything that's down here is probably hitting near the floor. And I just want to remove this collision. So go ahead and select collision, click remove. And this is actually good to me. And now let's just fine tune it a little. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, so my headlights are coming from the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this. This is the local space coordinate. If you click on this, you'll see that the angle of my coordinates change to world space. And I'm just looking for world space because I want both of them to go to the front, not in relation to the actual mesh itself, like so. So that looks pretty good to me. I think that's fine. I'll maybe have to test it out a little bit. And let's go ahead and hit compile and actually try this out. So now, okay, so it took me really far because I ended my game over there. I'm just going to hide this top toolbar with Control-Shift-T, and that will hide that. And when I hit play, and now my vehicle is actually looking pretty fine. So you can see the gears shift. You can see the kilometers go up like so. I can hit space to brake and so on, and I can hold backspace to go to rear mode. And yeah, overall, it works exactly how I expect it to. Not only is this good for a racing game, it's also really good to make like a cozy driving simulator. I'm actually really liking how this looks. This looks really pretty to me. And you can see that the wheels are rotating and spinning exactly how we want. And this pretty much covers how to make any vehicle that you import into the vehicle template blueprint of Unreal 5.6 using their new templates. And just remember to make your game unique and anything that kind of defines you. Even if you want to be a guy just using the porta potty on wheels and being able to drive around super fast while taking a crap, you can do whatever you want. Remember to make whatever game you want to make using Unreal Engine. Oh, and don't forget to get rid of those simple collisions. Those will cause issues. Thanks for watching Code Row. Like, subscribe, comment below, and to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.